Hi and welcome. I apologise for the lighting on this. Sunshine. I've got the shittest phone in the world. I do apologise. Disclaimers up front, these are my thoughts and opinions. If I get it wrong, because obviously there's a lot of lies surrounding this particular story, a lot of lies. And spin. So much fucking spin. It makes me dizzy, right? And also, disclaimer, I swear, right? Now, a year and 2 days ago, I made a video on the Phillip Schofield debacle, right? I shall put a link to that in the comments, actually, because it says, like, my thoughts on it, right? My thoughts haven't changed. I still think he's a low-life piece of scum. And a raging bender, which is fine. Like, you're perfectly entitled to do that, right? But a year ago, he left the public eye. And now it's looking like he wants to come back. Now, this is an article that I saw today by GB News, right? Now, the video that I did last year was called Breaking Silence on Phillip Schofield, because it was, at the time, Phillip Schofield breaks his silence. It was just breaking silence. So I thought I'd stick it in the title of the video. Anyways, this fucking thing. Phillip Schofield feels he was thrown under the bus by ITV following social media comeback, right? And then it's the first thing. Schofield recently broke his silence by returning to social media. Now, he buggered off, and it's been a year. It doesn't surprise me, right? He basically, he has his own businesses. The geezer is making good money. He doesn't need to come back to public life for the money. The man has business acumen, and he is making a fortune. This is about, I don't know, ego, pride, sheer bravado of the man, and I use that term loosely. Right? Anyway, let's see what it says. Phillip Schofield is reportedly feeling as though he was thrown under the bus by ITV 1 year on from his controversial exit from This Morning. The 62-year-old left the show following reports of a feud between himself and co-star Holly Willoughby, before he admitted to having an unwise but not illegal affair with a younger colleague. This was a boy that he knew from when he was a little boy, that Phillip Schofield managed to get. He got him a job on ITV. According to Phillip Schofield, it's just a young colleague. Phillip Schofield got him that job. Do you know what I mean? He got him working with him. And the people around and about knew that it was going on, right? Even though this man was meant to be straight, married, with kids, it's like, oh my God. And then he came out as gay because this young lad, Matthew McGreevy, was threatening to come out with the story. So he's like, right, damage limitation. I'll come out with that I'm gay. Everybody felt fucking sorry for him. Nobody felt sorry for the poor lad that he fucked with the head of. Nobody gives a shit about the kids who get abused. Nobody gives a shit, right? But this is saying that he left because he apparently had a feud with Holly Willoughby. She fucking stood by him right up until the time that he left. She stood by him, knowing he was gay, knowing that he was bumming this young lad. She stood by him. So fuck off. Ain't believing that. Do you know what I mean? They're making out now, right? And it's unwise but not illegal. At the time that he left his job, it was no longer illegal, right? But there are pictures of him. There's video of him out with this young man when this young man was a teenager, when this young man was underage, and somebody caught them having lunch together, right? When this young man was underage. Anyways. Right. He thinks he was thrown under the bus. From some of what he says, he feels he is the victim. Now, one thing I mentioned, and this is something that I think we should all remember about Phillip Schofield. This is the thing that I can't let go of, right? Yeah, he's a raging bender. Yeah, he likes his lads young, right? Cracking. So does his fucking brother, right? Now, The timeline of him and his brother is the thing that calls out Phillip Schofield as a baddie. The baddie of the piece, right? His brother has been sent to prison. His brother told Phillip Schofield what he was doing. Phillip Schofield told the press that what his brother had told him, that he was sat on one side of the room and this young man was sat on the other side of the room, and they masturbated individually whilst watching porn. And we are meant to be, and people do believe that. In fact, people have fucking forgot that. But Phillip Schofield, rather than dob his brother in for being a nonce, just said, "Don't do it again, mate." Then that's what he said to his brother when he found out that his brother, I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself, but it bears repeating. When he found out that his brother was a nonce, he just said, "Oh, mate, I won't do that again if I were you." Because they're the kind of conversations nonces have, innit? Oh, yeah. Right? But if one of my brothers came to me and said, "Oh, yeah, I did something a bit naughty," unwise but not illegal, because I didn't actually touch him. I was on the other side of the room. Look, we were watching the porn. Didn't even know he was masturbating. I was masturbating. Didn't know he was masturbating because I was watching the fucking porn provided. Anyways, so he didn't dob him in. He just said, allegedly, according to Phillip Schofield, and you can't trust a thing that comes out of that man's mouth, because it's all been fucking nice, right? But according to what came out of his mouth, he said to his brother, didn't even go, "Mate, that's bad. You are fucking nonce. No, you can't do that." He just said, "Ooh, wouldn't do that again if I were you." Then his brother got sent down for it, and because his brother was actually put in prison, I think he was put in prison, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure he was put in prison. And at that point in time, when he was found guilty of utter noncery, Phillip Schofield turned around and said, "I no longer have a brother," because he got convicted for it. But when he told him he'd done it, he just went, "Yeah, bro, don't do it again." According to him, that's what he said. What makes you so close to your brother that you can tell him you've done noncy shit and him not dob you into the police? Unless you both do noncy shit. Do you know what I mean? But according to his PR spinny people, this is all about Ollie Willoughby, mate. What? Right, hold on a minute. Where's the other bit? There's another bit to this. Following the post, rumours swirled that Schofield, because he put an Instagram post of his dog watching Formula One. Right. Comments turned off so nobody could go, "What were you bumming it and what?" Do you know what I mean? "What, you into dogs now?" Like, literally, nobody could comment on it. But that sort of opened the floodgates, and it says celebrity PR specialist Kaylee Cornelius believes Schofield's team is attempting to sprinkle, they're in there, the air quotes are in there, sprinkle him, well, they're not air quotes on there, obviously, they're actual sprinkle him back into the public eye as rumours of a possible I'm a Celeb stint later this year continue to circulate. Apparently has been seen with Declan Donnelly or something. Don't know whether that's all of it. That's just something that I saw. But this geezer's coming back. This man who protected a nonce, and then when that nonce got sent down, went, "Nah, don't know, no brother of mine, mate." He was when he told you he'd done it. You were supportive. You gave him advice. You said, "Stop fiddling with kids." You knew about it. You didn't fucking stop him fiddling with kids. You did nothing until the day that he was convicted, and then you went, "Oh no, no brother of mine. Got to keep my fucking shirt clean." So no, I don't. Literally, I am absolutely gobsmacked that they're coming out, and people will be like, "Oh, well, we did miss him. He was a good TV presenter." And like, yeah, sure, cracking. Now, why don't he, as he's got such a a love of the young people in theatre school wanting to get ahead, why doesn't he take the time to educate, to groom, no, wrong word, to, just to lead to a protege out into the scene to be his replacement? Why does he have to be back on the screen? Why does it have to be him? Do you know what I mean? He's not the only presenter in the world, but he's one that fits in with the team. And you look after your own when you're up there. Obviously, he's not up there, but do you know what I mean? It's a big club, and thankful we ain't in it. But yeah, I may have something to say on this in the future, but I just wanted that said because I think it's absolutely disgusting that they've just left it for a year and they're just bringing him out and dusting him off. No harm done. Except to Matthew McGreevy's mental health, mate. But that don't matter. And I'm sure, absolutely sure, because that lad could have come out this whole bloody time. Nobody's spoken to him. So Phillip Schofield would have paid him handsomely to keep his gob shut. It's like, mate, if you set up for the rest of your life, what's the point of blowing the whistle? Everybody's going to believe Scof anyway, above him. Because it's like, oh yeah, he just wanted fame. He was just fame hungry. He was the clout chaser. It's like, no. Schofield was an arse chaser. A young boy's arse chaser. In my opinion. So, those are my thoughts and opinions on it. If you have any yourself, please feel free to join in the conversation in the comments. Please feel free to like this video if you like this video and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And if you are a returning subscriber, you are adored more than I can possibly say. And also, if you've watched till the end, I owe you a bevy. Right? Take care. I'll see you soon. And never forget that I love you all. Bye.